There's a lot of irony in what I'm going to say, because I suppose people are going to watch this video and what I'm about to say, you know, is about what works for me. And the irony is that people search for this work-life balance. It was actually something that, for me, was one of the reasons why I wanted to start my own business, right? I wanted to have more time with the kids, I want to have more time at home, choices and everything else. And when I started the business, I had less of the time with the kids, less of the time at home, right? Because I let the business take over. And that, now, you know, even though I have time away from the business quite frequently, and I'm you know, I've probably spent less than 5 days a year in the front office of any of the organisations. I'm more out of the way than in the way. Realistically speaking, right, I could probably have a lot less time or a lot more time to go and focus on the other things that I've just mentioned. But I fucking love what I do. I think the world we live in makes you feel guilty about that. You know, you've got to be the perfect dad now. And then you've got to be the perfect leader. Then you've got to be the perfect this and the perfect that. Do you know what? Go fuck yourself. That's my advice. Go fuck yourself. The best way to be is who you are and what you believe in. So the irony bit is about, this is what I believe in, so don't copy me. Do what you want to do, right? I love my kids with all my heart. Now, none of them would know that, you know, they know any different. Does that make sense? You know, my wife will spend 90% of her time with our children. That's her love. She is a fantastic mum. I am lucky to have her as my wife. And she'll tell me off at times, you know, you're on your phone, you're doing work, blah, 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 blah. And by the way, if you've had all this sort of stuff before, you feel shit guilty, don't you, right? You feel like, yeah, she's right. You know, it's a Saturday, I should be, you know, playing Scrabble, or I should be going under the sprinkler with them in the garden and everything else. It's this kind of conflict. Yeah, you should. When you're doing those things, the thing that I've learned is to be present when I am doing those things. And even if it's just an hour a week, or 2 hours, or 3 hours, or 4 hours, you know, when I'm with them, to get more present when I'm with them. Does that make sense? Actually, it's not about the amount of time. And then you go, oh no, I spend half my time with my kids. I'm a great dad. I'll pick them up from school, take them to school, I'll do this, I'll do that. And look, if that suits you, and that is you, bully for you, right? Personally, I like going and meet people for coffee in the morning that work with me. I like talking to some of the guys that I coach and I train and develop, because actually, me is helping others, right? My wife's brilliant at helping our kids. I give them some advice. I lose the plot every now and then, right? But life's trying to make you feel guilty. Everyone's conditioning everybody to be a certain way. Who's fucking made these rules up all of a sudden, right? Are you telling me if I'm a happy, motivated dad, thriving and driving and doing the things that I love to do, that's not a good example for my kids? Honestly, you know, my advice to you today is write down what you love doing, right? And write down what you're great at, okay? And the secret is to get paid to do the things that you love and the things that you're great at. I'm not a babysitter, right? I'm shit. I've got the patience of a gnat, right? In the nicest possible way. My kids are more patient than I am, and they eat sweets, right? But when I am with them and I'm in that moment, fuck, you know, I treasure it, and I get quite emotional, because actually you do get a lot from those moments. But do you know what? I'm a good dad. In fact, I'm a great dad. And I'm a bloody great leader as well. And there'll be lots of people watching this that are being told you've got to have this balance, you've got to have that balance, and who's telling you for a start? Somebody on Instagram? Well, you don't even really know what's going on behind that. And let me tell you a secret. Most of it's fake, right? That's why they're on there all the time. It's got fuck all else to do, right? So just to show you know that, it's bullshit, right? The majority of all of this stuff going on isn't real. It's called marketing. Just so you know. Another bit of irony is you're watching this video and you're thinking, yeah, but you're doing this shit. And there'll be some of you that will want to be right more than you want to be successful. just write a comment in a box. Just say, this is ironic, hypocrite, whatever. Put them in the comment and I'll reply with, I don't give a shit what you think. Okay, just so you know, because I really don't. All I know today is that I've got to try and be the best version of who I am. And that will not appeal to a lot of the people that probably think I've changed. Because going back 20 years, I was a little bit of a mess. I won't lie, right? And there'll be people that I used to hang around with back then that hate who I've become, right? And that is that down to their insecurities, not mine, okay? And the people that love you should only want you to be one thing, and that's happy, right? So if you're not happy because you haven't got the balance, then find your balance. What do you love the most? What are you great at? Find the balance between those things. And if it's 80-20, 70-30, 60-40, 50-50, whatever it is, it's yours. Nobody else's. Take my advice. Do what you love. Do what you're great at. Get rewarded for it. And enjoy. So I hope this resonates and it might make you think a little bit about you rather than trying to be somebody else. Take care.